The secret to living past 100, it's not just luck. Ladies, do you think longevity is all about luck? Think again. Most women don't make it past 80, not because of genetics, but because of everyday habits that slowly steal their health and happiness. But here's the good news. You have the power to change that. Today, I'm revealing 5 secrets that help women live longer, healthier, and happier lives. Secret number 5 might completely change the way you think about aging. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're already making health a priority, or a 0 if you're ready to start. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Wellness Wisdom for more life-changing tips. 1. Stop neglecting your health. It's never too late to start. For years, women have been told that their role is to take care of others, raising children, supporting spouses, looking after grandchildren, and managing households. In the process, many women forget to take care of themselves. They skip doctor's appointments, ignore nagging aches and pains, and put off exercise because they're too busy or too tired. They put everyone else first until one day, their bodies demand attention in ways they can no longer ignore. By the time many women reach their 70s and 80s, they are dealing with high blood pressure, brittle bones, joint pain, and heart disease, not because aging made it inevitable, but because they never made their own health a priority. The biggest mistake? Thinking it's too late to start. Here's the truth. It is never too late to take control of your health. The women who live to 100 understand that small daily choices make a big difference. They don't wait for a crisis to start caring for their bodies. Instead, they listen to what their bodies need and stay proactive. So what do long-living women do differently? 1. They eat for health, not just convenience. They choose whole, nutrient-rich foods like fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. They avoid excessive sugar, processed foods, and unhealthy fats that contribute to inflammation and disease. They eat mindfully, following the rule of eating until 80% full instead of overeating. 2. They move every single day. They don't treat exercise as an extra, but as a necessity, just like eating or sleeping. They walk, stretch, garden, do yoga, or even dance in their living rooms. They understand that inactivity is the real enemy of aging, not age itself. 3. They take control of their medical care. They schedule regular checkups instead of waiting until something goes wrong. They advocate for themselves, ask questions, and seek second opinions when necessary. They listen to their bodies. If something feels off, they don't ignore it. 4. They prioritize rest and stress management. They get enough sleep because they know that rest is essential for healing and longevity. They practice stress-reducing habits like meditation, deep breathing, or simply enjoying hobbies that bring them peace. The choice is yours. Many women believe that once they've reached a certain age, there's no point in making changes. But the truth is, every small step you take today can add years of quality to your life. So, ask yourself, when was the last time I put my own health first? If you're ready to start prioritizing yourself, begin now, not tomorrow, not next year, but today. Because the women who live past 100, they don't wait, they take action. And so can you. 2. Losing purpose, the silent killer of longevity. What gets you out of bed in the morning? If your answer is, I don't know, or nothing much, you're not alone. One of the biggest reasons many women don't make it past 80 isn't just physical health, it's losing a sense of purpose. For decades, many women dedicate their lives to caring for their families, raising children, supporting spouses, and managing households. But when the children move away, retirement begins, or they lose a partner, life suddenly feels empty. There's no longer a clear role, no structured routine, and no one depending on them. The result? A slow decline, not just emotionally, but physically. Why purpose matters for longevity studies show that people with a strong sense of purpose live longer, healthier lives. Why? Because purpose keeps the mind sharp, it challenges the brain, keeping it engaged and reducing the risk of dementia. Maintains emotional well-being, it provides motivation, preventing depression and loneliness. Encourages physical activity. Purpose-driven people stay more active, leading to better overall health. Think about the women who live past 100. What do they have in common? They all have something to look forward to. Some continue working, even if it's just part-time, consulting, or volunteering. Others spend time on passions, gardening, painting, writing, or crafting. Many mentor younger generations, sharing wisdom and experiences. Some simply set daily goals, whether it's learning a new skill, meeting friends, or staying active. The happiest, healthiest older women never stop engaging with life. They wake up with a purpose, and that purpose keeps them strong. How to rediscover purpose after 70. 1. Find joy in the small things. Purpose doesn't have to be something big. It can be as simple as tending to a garden, taking care of a pet, or cooking a new recipe. Ask yourself, what brings me happiness? What activities make me feel alive? 2. Stay connected. Join a local club, church, or social group to meet people with shared interests. Make an effort to call or visit loved ones regularly. Relationships bring meaning to life. 3. Learn something new. Take up a new hobby, music, art, a new language, or even technology. Engage in lifelong learning. Attend community classes, join online courses, or start reading more. 4. Give back. Volunteer at a school, hospital, or local charity. Offer to mentor young women, sharing your wisdom and life experiences. It's never too late to start again. Losing purpose doesn't mean life is over. It means it's time to reinvent yourself. Your role in life does not end just because you've reached a certain age. So ask yourself, what is something I can look forward to tomorrow? If you don't have an answer yet, it's time to create one. Because the women who live past 100, they never stop moving forward. 3. Isolation and loneliness. The silent killers of aging women. Imagine this. You wake up, make your morning coffee, sit by the window, and scroll through old photos, memories of family gatherings, holidays, and laughter. But now, the house is quieter. The phone rings less. Invitations come sparingly. Days start blending together, and before you know it, you've spent an entire week barely speaking to anyone. This is the reality for many older women, and it's more dangerous than most people realize. Loneliness isn't just an emotional burden, it's a serious health risk. How loneliness affects your health. Did you know that isolation is as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day? Research shows that lack of social connection can increase the risk of heart disease and high blood pressure, accelerate cognitive decline and dementia, weaken the immune system, making illness more likely, cause depression, anxiety, and even shorten life expectancy. Many women become isolated without even realizing it. Friends pass away, family moves further away, social circles shrink. It's easy to fall into a pattern of staying home, watching TV, and believing that loneliness is just a part of getting older. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be. Women who live past 100 stay connected. Look at the longest living women around the world, and you'll find one thing in common. They never let themselves become isolated. They understand that social connection is just as important as exercise and nutrition. They stay involved in their communities, whether through clubs, churches, or volunteering. They make an effort to call and visit loved ones, even if they're the ones initiating the contact. They find new friendships, proving that it's never too late to meet people who bring joy and purpose to life. How to stay socially connected as you age. 1. Reach out. Don't wait for invitations. Call an old friend, set up a lunch date, or simply send a message to check in. Be the one to initiate plans. People often appreciate the effort. 2. Join a group or club. Find a book club, walking group, gardening club, or art class. Any activity that gets you around like-minded people. Many community centers and churches offer social events designed for older adults. 3. Volunteer your time. Helping others gives life purpose and brings social connection. Whether it's mentoring, assisting at a local charity, or spending time with children, giving back helps you feel valued. 4. Embrace technology. If family members live far away, learn to use video calls, social media, or messaging apps to stay in touch. Join online communities or forums with shared interests. Friendships can be made anywhere. The power of connection. Loneliness isn't just about being alone. It's about feeling disconnected. But the good news? You have the power to change that. If you find yourself spending too many days in silence, take action today. Make a phone call, step outside, or find a new activity that connects you with others. Because the women who live the longest, they refuse to let loneliness take over. They choose connection, and so can you. 4. Accepting decline as inevitable, the biggest mistake women make. How many times have you heard or even said phrases like, "It's just part of getting old," or at my age, what do you expect? These words seem harmless, but they are one of the most dangerous beliefs that prevent women from thriving past 80. Aging does bring changes, but it doesn't have to mean weakness, frailty, or giving up on life. The biggest mistake many women make is accepting decline without a fight. Stopping activities they love, assuming they can't stay strong, and letting their bodies and minds deteriorate simply because society tells them it's inevitable. But here's the truth. Decline is not a requirement of aging, it's a choice. Women who live past 100 think differently. Look at women who reach 100 with energy and vitality. Do they sit around and wait for their bodies to fail? No. They stay physically and mentally engaged, refusing to let age dictate what they can and can't do. Find ways to adapt instead of giving up when things get harder. Challenge the belief that aging equals helplessness and prove that strength comes from action, not just youth. The problem with accepting decline. When you believe that getting older means getting weaker, you start to move less, leading to weaker muscles, stiffer joints, and increased risk of falls. Avoid challenges, losing opportunities to grow, learn, and stay mentally sharp. Withdraw socially, thinking you're too old to participate in activities that once brought you joy. Stop pushing yourself, and as a result, you lose abilities faster than necessary. The body changes with age, but the women who live the longest don't see it as a downhill slide. Instead, they stay in control of their health, their choices, and their mindset. How to stop accepting decline and start thriving. 1. Change your mindset. Instead of saying, I'm too old for that, ask yourself, how can I keep doing the things I love in a way that works for me? Adapt instead of quitting. If you can't run, walk. If you can't lift heavy, do light resistance exercises. 2. Stay physically active. Even gentle movement, walking, stretching, yoga, or swimming, keeps muscles engaged and prevents frailty. Resistance training, even with light weights, keeps bones strong and prevents osteoporosis. Movement isn't just for young people, it's what keeps people young. 3. Challenge your brain. Read, play strategy games, learn a new skill, or engage in conversations that make you think. The brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. 4. Refuse to be defined by your age. Many women start new hobbies, businesses, or even relationships well into their 80s and 90s. Life doesn't end because you hit a certain number. It's up to you to decide how you want to live it. The choice is yours. Aging is inevitable. Decline is not. The women who live to 100 don't see their age as a limitation. They see it as just another chapter. So ask yourself, am I letting age define me, or am I defining how I age? The answer to that question could add years to your life, and more importantly, life to your years. 5. Stop moving. The fastest way to age faster. What if I told you that the real reason many women feel weak, stiff, and tired as they age isn't because of aging itself, but because they stop moving? It's a harsh truth, but one that separates the women who thrive past 100 from those who struggle in their later years. Aging isn't what makes people frail. Inactivity is. Yet, many older women fall into the trap of slowing down, believing that movement is no longer important or even possible. They say things like, I'm too old to exercise. My joints hurt too much to move. I don't have the energy for it anymore. But here's what they don't realize. The less you move, the weaker you become. How inactivity destroys the body. The moment a woman stops moving, her body begins to deteriorate at a shocking pace. Muscles weaken, leading to loss of strength, mobility, and independence. Joints stiffen, making everyday activities like walking, reaching, or bending difficult. Balance declines, increasing the risk of falls, which can lead to life-altering injuries. Heart and lungs weaken, reducing stamina and overall energy. Bone density decreases, leading to osteoporosis and fractures. And the worst part? Once a woman experiences a fall or serious injury, many never fully recover. Not because they can't, but because they've already lost too much strength and mobility. Women who live to 100 keep moving. No matter what. The secret to longevity isn't extreme workouts or hours in the gym. The longest living women don't spend their days lifting heavy weights or running marathons. Instead, they do one thing. They move every single day. They understand that movement isn't just about fitness. It's about preserving their independence, vitality, and quality of life. How to keep moving at any age. 1. Make movement a daily habit. Walk every day, even if it's just around the house or in the yard. Use the stairs instead of the elevator whenever possible. Do simple stretches in the morning to wake up your body. 2. Find activities that you enjoy. Dance in your living room. Garden. Digging, planting, and pulling weeds are all great ways to stay active. Try chair exercises or light yoga if mobility is a challenge. 3. Incorporate strength training. You don't need heavy weights. Even bodyweight exercises like standing up from a chair repeatedly help maintain muscle strength. Use resistance bands or light dumbbells for a few minutes each day. 4. Stay active in everyday life. Clean your home, carry groceries, stand up while watching TV. Every bit of movement counts. The goal is to keep your body engaged and strong, no matter what. The hard truth, if you stop moving, you start dying. That might sound extreme, but it's the reality. Movement isn't optional. It's a necessity for staying strong, independent, and alive. The best part? It's never too late to start. Even if you've been inactive for years, beginning with just 5 minutes a day can make a difference. So ask yourself, do I want to grow stronger or do I want to grow weaker? Because the women who live past 100, they never stop moving. And neither should you. The choice is yours. Live fully, live strong. A long, healthy life isn't just about genetics or luck. It's about the choices you make every single day. You don't have to accept decline, isolation, or frailty as inevitable. You have the power to take control, stay active, stay engaged, and truly thrive. The women who live past 100 don't stop moving, don't stop learning, and don't stop living with purpose. And neither should you. So tell me, what's one change you're going to make starting today? Drop a 1 if you're already prioritizing your health, or a 0 if you're ready to start fresh. If you found these insights helpful, like, subscribe, and follow Wellness Wisdom for more life-changing tips. Your best years are still ahead. Embrace them.